Good morning. It's December the 13th. It's a Sunday. And we have the Daily LENORMAND card spread reading about to progress. I'm just checking out that it's actually live on the relevant stations and places. Yes, so it is. Yes, it is. Oops, and now I've got to mute one. Hold on a sec. I've just noticed. Mute that. And I'm on Twitch. I was just making sure that it is actually live streaming to Twitch successfully. So that is happening. Now we're here for our daily card reading. So I'm going to get right into it. And oh, wow. Hi, Linda. It's been a little while, I think, since I've seen your name. Lovely to see you here. And just got to double check that. Yeah, look, that's fine. So we'll get straight into the card spread, and I'm doing the deck that I'll switch over to that in a sec because there's some more names popping up in my chat stream. So good morning, Kathy, and I'll put those on. These are the Be Live streamers who's popped into mytimetv.live, and we've got Shaz, good morning, and Jenny Shearer all the way from over in Scotland. Wow. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for popping in. It's really good to see new faces from all over the world. Now, just definitely making sure that my other stream is working. It is. So I'm going to pop over to the cards. Do remember to switch on, to flick the switch or turn the dial on your own intuitive senses, your psychic abilities, your gut feelings, whichever way you receive your messages. Do tap into that so that you can get the best and the most out of these cards for yourself, regardless of just what my interpretations or readings might be for it today. So going to switch over to the cards. And what I'm using today is the little pixie deck. Because I do use the Lenormand, of course. I've already pointed that out in the description, haven't I, of the show. If you can see the size of that. Oh, I've just realised how far I'd actually slung my table away from me. See how the size of that is with this deck. It's a lovely little deck. I like it. So look, I'm not sure. I will leave that there in case somebody wants to purchase that. I'm just trying to place where it is in the scene. Oh, I don't know what that is. I've got things zapping off now. And you're tuning in from Canada, Suzanne. It's wonderful to see you here. Thank you for popping by. It is a Sunday morning here. We're already in our the 13th as a date. So it's I like how the timelines, the technology that we can do what we do with all of our technology these days. So we'll get into this excuse me, I've just got to have and I made sure to clear my throat and everything. Apologies. Here we have our card spread. Now, I've been using this spread, the layout, for a number of years now. So what we've got here, for those who don't know this layout or spread, is the energy position for work. We've got the position for, I'm actually going to move that a bit further to the side. Actually, I wonder if that'll work better if it's over there. Nah, I fidget. There's some of you, I fidget. Right, workspace. What we've got here with the mice is the home space. Up here with the child, we have unexpected. Here, the whip is around our role, and we've got the stork as the outcome. So that's the actual spread, the 5-card spread that we use on our daily card spread reading. Mountain in the workspace almost is a bit of a self-explanatory. Well, like anything with the Lenormand deck, they do tend to be fairly obvious and to the point and direct as far as a card goes, and the divination that goes with it can be quite specific. In this respect, what I'm feeling is that there's some challenges that are going to be in your workspace today if you're working. being a Sunday here already, there's many of us that probably are having a really nice weekend of relaxing. So for some, it could even be that they're doing a little bit of mountain climbing or something like that. It can be that specific. But in the workspace, it's going to be the challenges. There's going to possibly be something that falls into your way, like a roadblock. And it's going to give you the opportunity to actually think outside the box and another way to solve what the problem is. So you might just need to step aside around, have a look, see which way you can move past it, whether you can move it out the way or whether you need to actually go a different pathway and choose a different opportunity, I suppose. So depending whether you're working for someone else or whether you're working for yourself, it can actually be that excitement and challenge of something that will stretch you out, give you big muscles, and actually grow in a way that you didn't think possible, that is creating that outside of a box perspective. And the mountain, once you, I've I've got the cards on a portable table, so I just hit the leg, of course. So once you've actually got that perspective sorted and the rest and achieved that little bit of a challenge, you could probably be on one of those peaks and looking out over, like we've got, I'm just trying to point to that. See that pyramid? It's almost like getting to the peak of that and finding what is that beautiful vista that you've got to the top of. And there could be a next one to see that's your next challenge or goal. Okay. And Shaz, yeah, your cat and mouse tried to give it. Your cat caught a mouse and tried to give it to your life. That's what my cat used to do many years ago. She'd come in so happy that she'd caught a mouse and wanted to share it, but she hadn't killed it and let it go inside. Yes, you are growing. Absolutely true with that, with the different learnings and things that we can actually activate within our lives and our work level, and including in our home level. Hey, see that? This is I'm playing now. There's the child within me. Look at that. I'm going to move that away now because I'm going to move them right out the way. This is an Apple Pencil that's a magnet. It's got magnetism in it, magnetic strip in it, so it sits on the iPad. That was funny. Yes, it was actually lifting up that tin. It is a tin box, metal box that the Pixie, Pixie's Astounding Lenormand is in a metal box. So back to the mice. Here we are with the mice having a field day on this dining table, really gorging themselves and having fun. They're just taking advantage of what's left lying around in the home sphere. I know that there are some instances where we can get surprised by mice in our cupboards or in our, in our wardrobes. They do mainly like to be hanging out in the pantry. And so it is keeping vigilant. It is keeping the area spotless, I suppose, or not accessible for the mice. So in as much way as you can put everything away, have that cleanliness, tidiness all up to scratch, especially in our own home spaces in these days. Look, there is what we've had as the pandemic around. It's still continuing very prolifically in some countries. Do make sure that you have your the hygiene and all that you need to be doing in its right place and space, so that it does stop the pestilence from happening. That viral factor continuing onward. I'm here in South Australia, and I'm pretty sure last report we had no cases. So it is possible to move through this, and it takes that vigilance. It's also indicative of making sure that you are vigilant in your own home, not just because of that, it's in other areas as well, so that things today are as best they can be for you in how you're living your life in your home. And that's the first place and space to be in the home space. It's the finer details of what's in your home. Okay, so Oh, excuse me. I just realised how far back this chair leans. Sorry about that. We're moving onward now. So, with those little things in the mountains and whatnot, the challenges in our workspace, and even those little challenges that are in our home space, what it's showing in the unexpected with the child is that playfulness. Like I was able to sort of play on a tin lid with this and muck around with it. That's the sort of thing we need to be playful through the day when the child shows up. That's almost picking that up. Just the one magnet that's in this Apple Pencil. So as you're going through your day, have that awareness too of what is around and about you with your that inner child. Invite them in if you really feel that you need that break. Have that time of adventure, that even curiosity, looking at things a little more detail, just for the fun of it, not because you have to, or that you're needing to actually pick out bits and pieces of detail in documents and things like that. It's really having that fun, being adventurous. Here we've got the ladder that's going into what looks like a tree house. I can remember in my younger days on a farm that I'd spend hours and hours making a tree house myself, and I was by myself making the tree house, creating a little ladder to actually get up to the top of the tree house. It wasn't over high, but in that time and perspective, because I was just a little kid, it looked ginormous, and I did it. It was that challenge and the adventure of creating something that was just my space. I loved it, and I think in some respect it's what we're being called today, to be aware of in those moments that are unexpected, that we can grab that time and just be a little adventurous, as if in our childlike innocence we're re-exploring and having that adventure. Because now that we're down in our role, here we have the whip. The whip is more about the work side, about keeping things moving, and you're cracking the whip at getting stuff done. You might have a goal, because in this time of the year, there is more often than not things that we feel compelled and that we need to do. And, good morning, Jessie. How are you over there on, I can't tell where you are. You're in Periscope. Wonderful. Nice to see you here. I don't do the general readings. I don't do this is the general reading, but it's not for individual people. Okay, so this is a spread that's for everyone, and you're actually helping yourself by intuiting and turning on your own psychic abilities to interpret yourself, as I'm moving through with the ideas of what these cards mean for me as a general reading, that it might tweak and trigger something in you. See where your eye goes once you get through this reading. You may need to watch the replay back, Jessie, to get the start of the explanation of this particular spread. So, and that's where with the whip, we are progressing through our day, and potentially there are some goals and things, there we've got the mountains. There are some goals that we have because of it being the Christmas, coming up for Christmas in only a week, isn't it? A couple of weeks. Hang on. Let me think. 13 and 12 is 25. Yeah, it's not long. So we haven't got much longer until it is Christmas Day. And we do have, mostly in our society, we do have things swing around Christmas and Easter and a few special days like that. In other religions and societies, it is something different. But we know that in general, for around Australia, America, UK, it is the emphasis around a Christmas. So many things to do. Just relax. Don't give it too much hassle with what you're doing. Yes, clean and sweep and do all of that stuff. I've got my vacuum cleaner already out to do here. It's an ongoing thing, not just because of this time of year, but it certainly is today. It's indicating we do have a little bit of work to do and crack the whip getting it going. So And here we are with Sharon already saying that she's going to have a pantry clean, and I do know why. And here we've got Stephen popping in. You're late, yes, but that's what the full replay is there for anyone afterwards. It doesn't matter. I don't delete anything, and there's 5 places you can choose from. So as soon as this video actually finishes, then it is available on Facebook. I'm pretty sure Twitch does the same. It's instant. YouTube does the same. It's instant. You can go back and watch. I'm not too sure about Periscope. I think it is instant that you can watch the replay. As soon as it's finished, go back from the start. So that's what's so wonderful with our technology, isn't it? And let's say good morning. How are you? Where are you from? I haven't seen your name before that I'm aware of. And Stevie, yes, hi, how are you? Look, no worries in being late. I've just explained all the replays for any of them are on YouTube. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel that's called Daily Card Readings. You can watch them all back for, I don't know how many. There's over 100. It certainly shows up the beautiful cards. Yes, yeah, there you go. So do watch from the start later. It's a Sunday morning here, so take your time, have your coffee. I've got mine here in my lovely mug. See this one that I did get from BeLive? I mean, I'm not plugging BeLive, but I am plugging BeLive because I love the technology. I really do think that certain programs are easier than others. BeLive's wonderful. Ecamm's wonderful. I have used StreamYard. There's others, but I'm not here for that. We're here for a reading. So get the work happening. So there you go. Oh, thank you. I'm going to put that one up. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. And I'm saying a lot. Yeah. I know. It's okay. It is okay. So you're from Adelaide there, Alexa. So you're aware of what the weather's like. I'm feeling a bit, it is feeling humid this morning. Grey skies. Whoops, I just bumped that. Oh, now I'm going to put. One of the things I don't like, I've got old hands. They're getting old. Look at that. I don't like showing them. I just did. Here we go with our outcome. We're on the last card. So the stork can be a lot of things. We've got the 2 storks, so it is the pair. They do pair for life. Here we've got the rainbow. Are they looking for a place to nest? Are they just flying around in pleasure and having a ball? I used to, with birds, I see birds and I feel that height, that glory of being free and floating, no limits on what direction you can go, height that you can fly at, all the complete freedom. But the fear of falling, that height, I don't like heights. I never did from when I was a little kid. It's one of those things that I've not liked. It just gives me that suck in the breath air feel, that fear. But it's one of those things that as I've grown into what are the abilities of, we like to put labels on things. So as far as the psychic abilities and being able to, sometimes I have done some astral travel, and it's that feeling of, it totally takes away the fear of flying, because it's so much, it's that freedom of where in that space place that you are. This is what the stork's indicating to me as an outcome. It's the awareness of the joy in the present moment. The storks could mean that there might be that you're going to hear of some news today of a pregnancy, because it's one of those little meanings of what the stork card is. It could mean a complete change that's coming up in your life. But we're looking at these cards from the day to day, what the energy is around today. It's not in that aspect of I'm divining your fortune, your future. It is the aspect or perspective of what's happening for me today. What's the energy around today? And the outcome for today to me is feeling that freedom, that having that awareness of all of our choices that we can make ourselves, that we've got that full table of choice. We can battle Is it a battle for those mountain peaks, or are those challenges just the little, things that plop in the way that we need to just have a look around, move around, see what perspective, what option we've got, and get to the top? And that's in the work, remember? So, and shoring up what we have in our home space and getting things ready for this season that we have, making sure that we are covering our bases and preparing and storing things in safe ways, keeping our hygiene up and the rest because of what we've had globally. But remembering we have the inner child within us that she will pop up at any point in the day. Acknowledge, join in, have fun. But we know that we're going to continue on with that work because it's pacing ourselves. It's doing what we need to in those present moments, right time. You'll know when you need to rest. You'll know when you need to pick up the tools again. And overall, by the end of the day, it's that flying free. It really is that freedom and capacity to actually be in our choice of wherever we want to be in whatever time, in the mind. And this is more the mental aspect, I think, really. So thank you for being here to join in with this daily card spread reading. It's lovely to see some new names popping up in the chat. Thank you very much for being part of this live stream, this reading, and joining in. I'll be here again tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock. I do this daily, this reading, style of reading daily. I am still tonight. So wherever you are at this point in time, it's the 8 o'clock Adelaide time that I do the daily card spreads. Tonight, I am endeavouring and trying to get a Fun with Lenormand cards type of a regular one on a Sunday night. I thought tonight I'm going to be trying it with the paid online event again. That will be from my Ros Bounty page on Facebook. That's where I'm endeavouring to. I want to learn it, want to get it right and happening properly, which it's only those who pay for that will be able to be in it to watch it as it's live. And I don't think it's there as a recording afterwards. This is an in the moment live stream, and I'm pretty sure they're from a Facebook native live stream. So I'm going to give that a go tonight. It will be about the 7:30 or it could be the 8:30. I'm not sure what timeline I'm going to have for that yet, but it certainly will have the right links and that. So keep an eye on that. And I'll just put that in the Be Live thing. So it'll be at Ros Bounty. That's the page. If you're in just pop over to the Ros Bounty page and hook in, like it or whatever thing it is that you've got to do. I don't know. Some of this stuff I'm still learning too. So it's one of those things that because of Facebook changes a lot of the time, it's a relearning. So I'm going to discover that one today. If anything, if it all fails, I'll end up putting it back as a paid event through a Zoom meeting because I know how to do that, but I like being adventurous and trying different things. So those of you who are close friends know that. And I think you guys are actually learning that as well too. So thank you for being here. I'll leave that with you. Keep being the best that you can be and have a wonderful Sunday. Namaste and bye for now.